Aloha. This is the latest Orgone experiment. Use some taller containers, and I won't be able to take the ice out of these too. But I'm also gonna do so I'll use this as like a different kind of experiment. What I'm gonna do with this one this time is, you can see it now, so you can see that the energy is going upwards on both of these. And what I'm gonna do with these are I'm gonna let these thaw out inside here all the way back down to the liquid state, and then what I'm gonna do is freeze them again, and I'm gonna keep them separate because they were kind of close to each other and close to the wall inside of the freezer. And what I think was happening is that the side of the freezer was freezing this side first, and you can see, like, you can only have the 3 sides instead of the 4 sides. You see, I'm pretty sure that was because of the what it was next to. So I want to have it to where you can see all sides, all 4 sides, and see like a full tall angle on what's going on here. So you can see inside there. And I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna try and take this. Well, I'm just gonna take this sticker off so you can be able to see the other side. But I'm gonna add another video to this video, so it'll be connected here right after this is done. So you can see this will be the next part of this video will be after this has thawed out and I froze it again overnight, and to see what happens. So right now I'll just show you this one. So this is I'll take this one out, but this was the black sunflower, black Orgonite, black sun Orgonite. You can see the little copper filings in there, the little crushed up shells, neodymium magnet. I like the sun coming through here. You can see kind of like the colors in this one now. It's got a little copper spiral in there, and yeah. So you can see how this is going upwards, outwards, and this is the same one. Not the same one, but this is a Smokey Quartz crystal skull that I was going to use in the next video. And they're already kind of thawing out, so you can see like the little details in there. Oh yeah, so I'm going to separate these in the freezer, and then we'll be able to see a lot more easily what this design is doing from the 360 degrees. So for now, I'll just take this one out so you can see it. I'm going to do the same thing with this one too. So you can clearly see that it's going up. It's got little bubbles in there on the top. Like in the sun, I gotta do it when the sun's out like this. You can see all the details and the colors. Nice. So that's this one. This one is so this design is Arkansas quartz, mixed agate, turquoise, like dust on the other side, There's gold leaf in there. You can see the gold leaf in there, copper spiral, and yeah, it's pretty much the mixture of that. But I don't want to let this melt too much outside the bowl, just enough so you can see the design. And then the second part of this video, which you'll be able to see right after I end this one, it'll click over on its own. So I'll leave it. And see you right when I come back. Aloha. This is the second part. Obviously, just connected it. But this is 2 days after the last experiment. The same water. I left them. This just came off of this one. It was the same. I let them thaw out all the way down to the liquid state again, and then it took like all day for these two to melt all the way down. The center parts were getting really where the coldest. I've noticed it took all day, like 12 hours, for that last centerpiece to get melted down. I even had to put it towards the heater to get it melted even further before I went to sleep because it had taken all day. So this is the second part. First time I've done this experiment where I froze it and then recorded it, then let it thaw out, and then did it again. So I obviously took the tag off of here, but some pretty cool outcomes with this one. You can obviously see this design shooting up through here. They were all right side up with the pieces on the bottom. This is a Smokey Quartz crystal skull. This is the Black Sun Orgonite that I made. This is the other one, just mixed crystals you can see from the other video, but I'll get to showing the angles. I don't make it too long. So you can see this bulge right here. This didn't happen on the first one, but it's there now. You can see these out of the background. See so this is how it was sitting inside of the freezer. I kept them separate from any kind of big pieces of, or the wall or the freezer, any other, separate from each other, so they wouldn't freeze or be affected at all. But you can see, I can't see. Alright, so you can see it shooting up there in the center. Find that clear, there's that clear spot in there. So obviously this is doing something in here. This is the first time I use a crystal skull. But you can see the bottom all around it. It's definitely affecting it. This one has a definite bulge coming out of the top. And this is like the third time I think I've done this experiment with this piece, and there's always been a bulge, and always to one side like this. And I think this is just paper from this part when I was refreezing it. But yeah, definite same kind of design and a definite bulge coming out of there. So this is a pretty crazy one. And then this one, I thought it was the pieces that were inside that were making it freeze on one side like this, but this one was frozen in the freezer, all in the middle of the freezer without anything around it, and it still made the same one-sided frozen ice sheet thing. And this was like this in the freezer, and you can see that it's the same kind of design as before. Better look at what's going on in there. Pretty intense. I checked it after the first day, and it wasn't, or like after like 20 hours or something like that, and it wasn't completely frozen yet. It's like a haze in the center in there, like hazy in the middle. And there were like bubbles like moving inside of there, which was pretty cool. So I just closed it real quick, but there's definite movement there. Nothing really going on. The top, I just moved to one side, but yeah. So anyway, it's the second part, and really happy with what came out with this one. I'd never seen this before, and they keep testing with the other ones, other kind of pieces, and it's a good angle right there. I'd say start testing with your own and see what comes out. Maybe something different will come out. So, until next time, peace, love, harmony.